Thank you very much, the beloved patriot of the fourth estate. My name is Oluoch Babu, and this evening I'm profoundly disheartened and extremely disillusioned by how things are being tackled in this nation. It is quite unfortunate the ministry that is purporting to present or represent the grievances of the youth. I'm talking about Principal Secretary, the stupid mediocre by the name of Fikirini Jacobs. Yesterday, we have turned to be a cold-blooded butcher, murdering youths that we are purporting to be represent. And it is through our attention because there is a high gap, a very big gap between the youths and the current administration of President William Samoei Ruto. And I am urging my all beloved patriots, because I, Oluoch Babu, am the spokesperson of the young patriot of this nation. I want to say categorically, because I am profoundly disheartening. It is totally sad. See our youths yesterday being killed by Fikirini Jacobs, the head representative of the youth affairs in this nation, killing the same youth that is purporting to be representing. And it is through our attention that the youths, the blood of Cecil Ouma, a young comrade from Technical University of Kenya, will not go forever, and justice must be prevailed. And we know the current government of the nowadays is a government of despotic surrogate and usurpers of powers mafias. There is nothing that they are going to do to Fikirini Jacobs, but I want to tell you categorically, simply because the democracy prevail and we are living in a democratic nation. Article 1 of the Constitution states very clearly and inclusive, and therefore we are going to apply it effectively to make sure that this fake PS, incompetent Principal Secretary, Fikirini Jacob, if you want to be a cold-blooded butcher, you want to take the blood of comrades and the blood of innocent young Kenyans, go and take it at Gaze and Bamba in Kilifi County. Not here in Nairobi. Not here in Nairobi. And as the spokesperson of the young party, I want to say that we are going to announce it very clearly. The day that we are going to demonstrate and protest in front of the Talanta Plaza around Upper Hill to make sure that this mediocre by the name of Fikirini Jacobs has been unearthed from the docket. Fikirini Jacob ajui hata kazi ya kurepresent youths. Ukienda hata Busia County, uulize PS for youth ni nani, hawatakuambia. Ukienda Turukana, wa county ambaye imewachwa siku mingi, ukiuliza youth wa Turukana, who is the principal secretary wa youth, hawajui. Because this stupid mediocre by the name of Fikirini Jacobs pretend to be so excited in the docket that he hasn't get in the previous times. Na damu ya Gen Z imefanya jamaa kwa hapo hivyo. Na ni uchungu sana kama madamu ya Gen Z ambaye ilimwagika mwaka 2024 mwezi wa 7 tarehe 25 ndio wanatumia tena kuwaua tena. Bwana, this stupid and comicality must be stopped. This nonsensical disclosure in public domain, PS Fikirini, you are going to take it at Ganza and Kilifi. And unakuja hapa Nairobi unaua watu alafu unabeba raia. You are taking comrades and innocent young patriot of the nation that you are supposed to be creating job for them as the principal secretary for youth affairs, and you are titillating and vamoosing their minds to sing two-term tantra terms in order to give them only 167 Kenya shillings. Bwana, that mediocrity cannot be tolerated, bwana. That stupidity and nonsensical ideologies utapeleka Kilifi huko. And it is through our attention, President William Samoei Ruto. Article 10 of the Constitution is very clearly, and articles of the Constitution has already been compromised in your administration. How can you insert the Cabinet Secretary for Youth Affairs and Sport and Economic Planning, anatoka Kwale County, Mijikenda? The same thing, Principal Secretary for Youth Affairs and Economic Planning, Mijikenda, Ganza. Unaeka Kilifi, unaeka huyo jamaa paka Talanta House. Ajui kazi yake, kila siku ni good. And last week, there was the so-called National Youth Council election that was supposed to be done tomorrow. And the steering committee was already selected. And if the steering committee was already selected, in Amanisha there was money that was allocated to provide civic education in all the 47 counties. Hiyo pesa imeenda wapi serikali? Bwana Ruto, kama unatumia hawa watoto wajinga kama kina Fikirini kukula pesa ya raia, hiyo ujinga tutakubali bwana. Fikirini bwana, in fact by now, it could be better if you have already relinquished that seat. You cannot kill one and our own and expect us to be very quiet. We are going to procrastinate you. In fact, I'm sending you a staccato drumming of warning with an indeterminate nocturnal topper for you to resign, in fact, for us to come before we come for you. You can't baptize and titillate the minds of our youth of the nation and turn them into an effort of goonism to come and cause chaos, cause memes, destabilize the stabilization of the nation. And you're purporting to be the principal secretary for where? And even the great institution of Pwani University are very shameful of you. You stupid hyena. cold-blooded highly butcher, killing innocent Kenyans. Bwana wewe, mpaka tukujie. Mimi naongea kwa uchungu sana kwa sababu watu wasishangae. I am a comrade and the spokesperson of the Young Patriots, and it's quite disheartening when I see my fellow young innocent youth being killed simply because of 167 Kenyan shillings. 167 only, after being turned into a soloist to sing two-term tantra terms. And I wonder how the principal secretary is being engaged with matters of political affairs in this nation. Bwana Ruto, umetufanyia madharau ya kutosha. Madharau tena pako unatuwekea kijana mjinga na kuja hapa Talanta House kuharibu mali ya raia. Hiyo ni ujinga ambao tuwezi kubaliana nayo. Juzi amechukua maguns after mimi nimepeleka barua kwa ofisi yake hapa Talanta House, requesting inclusivity, requesting accountability in his leadership to represent the youth. Nimepeleka barua, the same time nimepeleka barua na kuja kulipa goons, wanakuja jivanjia hapa kupiga press at activists wanataka kumtoa. Activist mgani? We are youth. And we don't want to be shameful of ourselves where we are seeing you purporting to be representing the youth, yet those youth that you are representing unawaua. Wewe represent youth from your village at Ganze, Kilifi. Represent, but not here. Kulipa goons ni kitu ambacho tutaki. And that only I'm going to direct to the attention of this incompetent member of parliament from Langata constituency, Honorable Jalas. Jalas, I know you are a senator for goons. The Goonism senator is trying to titillate the minds of Nairobians and vamoose his political interest to come 2027 on 8 so that the people can vote him to be the Nairobi senator, yet he is a Goonie senator. It is quite unfortunate that this man, after Mbadi disclosed the mediocre budget on parliament, the same day on Saturday, we had a budget discussion by Okoa Uchumi and TISA organization at around St. Cathedral. At the same time, this senator for goons by the name of Jalango employ his goons to come and attack people at St. Cathedral, whereby our innocent moms, our innocent shots, the people who cannot run for their lives were injured, and some kind of assets were stolen. Some properties were vandalized. So if you are the goon senator, you want to be the senator for Nairobi, you want to sabotage and vandalize the progression of Nairobi. Bwana, that kind cannot be tolerated. That association cannot be dealt with. You are just a stereotype demagogue and the glimpse of the unfolding saga who is going to attend the progression of Nairobi and make this Nairobi to be an arena of Luo Festival. Hiyo Luo Festival shingara na ina na Kinabolo, uende upeleke pale Migingo Kisumu. Si hapa Nairobi. Si Nairobi hapa. And these two-term mafias, tutawaambia. Jalango bwana, you cannot be the senator for Nairobi. You can't be the senator for Nairobi. We cannot. Even the people of Nairobi themselves know very careful. It will be temporarily insane and brain berserkness for us to insert a content creator and a stereotype brain berserkness and cerebral capacities man who cannot function beyond to be the senator for Nairobi. It will be shameful for us. A person who yesterday was his first time to speak in parliament. Yesterday, the 4th of July of 2026, being the first time for Jalango to speak in parliament. And yet he wants to be the senator for Nairobi, so that he can turn this Nairobi to be an arena of Luo Festival and comedy. When President William Ruto is launching flyovers and bypasses there to Ngong Road, yeye anaenda kukaa kichukua maselfie. What was so excited there for you to go and sit there at flyover and bypasses to take selfie? We saw sometimes people were launching the Thika highway, super highway. They were not bragging themselves in public domain the way you are doing. So this pogrom and hyenas must be called to highest order possible. Must be called to highest order possible. We cannot remove a senator who is a lawyer, Edwin Sifuna, despite, regardless of his differences, regardless of his weaknesses, a person who is a lawyer, alafu tuweke shetani ambaye ni goon. Senator for goon, Jalango. Bwana, you are a senator for goon. You cannot be the senator. I respect the fact that you are current goon senator. But do not baptize yourself to extend it doubling to be the senator for Nairobi come 2027. It's better we insert a person who is consistent, competent, bold to tackle the affairs and matters of oversight of Nairobi County. When Babu is going to be the governor, Babu kwa sababu, we are going to have a senator by the name of Faith Odhiambo, the senior counsel, who knows laws, not a content creator and a stereotype glimpse of the unfolding saga, a cold-blooded mafia killing people. You can't be the senator. It's better you continue with your wash processes of washing money. Or else you will find yourself sweeping the gates of William Samoei Ruto at Sugoi. We cannot be handled by the mediocrities, and we cannot be frightened by any kind of the hobgoblin nature and the economic status of stereotype mediocre by the name of Honorable Felix Odiwuor Jalango. That take it to Langata. As I conclude, I want to address I want to talk matters of the current political affairs, mostly addressing the issue of politics. I want to address this peculiar impeached figure by the name of Rigathi Gashagua. Rigathi Gashagua, you seem to be knowing a lot in this nation, even trying to lie to yourself that you can titillate the minds of Generation Z. This Generation Z, you are custodian and one of the figures who resulted to the death of Gen Z during the 2024. And at the same time, you brag yourself to go at Mombasa and disclose the final verdict ahead of the President of the Republic of Kenya. We are not stupid. And therefore, I want to say, we cannot be handled by the stereotype pogroms, the lunatic figures who are just here to maraud the public resources at the expense of enriching themselves. And therefore, I want to warn this impeached figure, Rigathi Gachagua. You will remain impeached, and you are impeached, and you will not lie to us. You are not coercing us toward the exodus that you want to follow. You as the Gen Zs, we know the exodus that we follow. You at a time, you used to tear gas us here around the Moi Avenue and around Aga Khan Walks during the Sifuria movement, where Raila Amolo Odinga told us that the cost of living has skyrocketed due to the incompetence government. By the time you were in the government of William Samoei, you were defending it, whereby tukisema tunaenda Sifuria movement na tupiga tear gas. And in fact, I will say it without any fear of contradiction. You are the person purporting to know how Raila Amolo Odinga died. And I will say, you might be the custodian of the death of Raila Amolo Odinga. The tear gases that you tear gas Raila Amolo Odinga during the Sifuria movement protest, that time, through a thorough investigation, if the people can abide with me, I can say that those tear gas has got a chemical that was actually dissociating the life of Raila Amolo Odinga slowly, by slowly. And you cannot purport to tell the people of Kenya, because you have turned to be a suspect, a very big liar, more than even William Samoei Ruto. I'm saying it with objective. It's not emotional. I'm saying and talking politics of imperative perception, because it is in public domain and media platform never lie. By the time that you are assuming power during 2022 inauguration at Kasarani, you say that you got an empty belated government whereby Uhuru Kenyatta siphoned everything. Mulipata kikapu bure. Paka ukasema unaanza mali Kibaki aliwachia na mdomo yako mwenyewe. Ukasema wewe na William Samoei Ruto kama Ruto, ukasema Ruto ni kiongozi wako na ni mentor wako wa kisiasa. Mtachukua mali Moi na mali Kibaki aliachia. Sasa because you have been impeached, you want to use the minds of innocent Kenyans as a scapegoat for your stupid political affairs. We are not stupid like you, and we are not hypocrite like you. Eti sasa juzi naona unasema eti wewe Uhuru Kenyatta aliachia wa William Samoei Ruto serikali yenye imesimama imara. Serikali ambayo imesimama bila kutingika, Ruto ndiye ameharibu. Bwana, we are not fools. We are not fools. Rigathi Gachagua, I will tell you, brain basakness can only be treated at Mandhari mental checkup. And it, in fact, that is allocated a jurisdiction toward your land, the Mount Kenya, in around Kiambu County. And you are simply using Thika Highway. It's either you divert to left and go to Mandhari mental checkup, you divert to left hand side and go to Director of Criminal Investigation, DCI. It's either you go straight to your Kiambu jurisdiction or divert to right hand side to go to Mandhari mental checkup, so that we can mark thorough investigation into your cerebral capacity and the mental and your brain basakness. So Gachagua, keep off Gen Zs. Keep off Gen Zs. Mambo ya Gen Z tuachie sisi wenyewe. Vile tulianza tutamaliza. Na wewe mambo kuingilia mambo ya Gen Z, I will say you can't coerce us to your obnoxious and comicality sentiments. That is what I will tell you, Rigathi Gachagua. And as I conclude, I want to issue a stern admonition to this despotic and usurpers of surrogate regime being led by the ring leader, the head of goons, William Samoei Ruto, whereby the constitution states very clearly that you should not abduct people because they are expressing their divergent opinions and all personal opinions, because we are in a democratic nation. We are continuing to experiencing abduction in this nation. When will this abduction end, Mr. President? Are you assuring the people that abduction has ended? And you continue to abduct people using this incompetence principal secretary for interior by the name of Kipchumba Murkomen. Bwana, we want to tell you that you must release all those people that have been abducted, or else you are going to face the wrath of the people. My name is Oluoch Babu. Thank you very much.